This is the introductory video for the Wolfcom Vision. In this video, I'm going to explain to you all the outside features, buttons and switches, and the design of the Wolfcom Vision. Let's start with the clip. The clip is a double retention clip, and what we mean by that is that it clips twice onto your Wolfcom Vision so that it can secure it in place and you won't lose it. Now, if you look here, you see these ridges, right? There's two, 1 and 2. Well, these ridges, they clip here in the middle and also again on the outside of the unit. And I'll show you how. Just like this. There. And this way it ensures that your body camera stays onto the clip and won't come off. Now, you also have hose drilled here onto the back of the clip. And these are for tripods. If you want to mount it on a tripod or mount it on your bicycle or motorcycle or anywhere. We also have these holes here. I think there's one, might be one down here too. There's holes here, right here. Oh, and there's one right here on the very top here of this clip. So that's 3 holes, 1, 2, and 3. Where you can attach a lanyard if you're afraid of losing your unit. But also, let me take this clip out. On the very top of the Wolfcom Vision, we have a lanyard hose right here also. And you can buy a lanyard from our website at policebodycameras.com. And that way, if you're a motor officer or if you're worried that during a foot pursuit or when you're driving your bike, you're going to drop your unit, by having a lanyard either hooked up here or onto the clip, it'll secure your unit from loss. Okay, continue with the clip. It's got a J-hook design with teeth, and the clip you could actually rotate it 360 degrees. What's great about that is that you can, for example, clip it onto your shirt, your chest area, or you can clip this, rotate the camera head and clip it onto the epaulet, onto your shoulder epaulet for the above the shoulder view. Or if you want, you can clip it onto the windshield visor of your vehicle right above the driver's seat, and that way you have an instant in-car camera or dash cam. Let me go ahead and remove this thing here. So I want to introduce you to the unit now. In the front of the unit, you have your rotatable camera head here. And what this is a 120 degree wide angle lens, and it's 120 degree wide angle, and that means that it is the maximum allowed before warping of the image or video occurs. What that means is that if we were to go higher than 120 degrees, which we can go as high as 170 or 180 degrees wide angle. Well, what would happen is the image or video would warp, and that would be unacceptable for law enforcement. So 120 degrees is what we made it, and that's pretty wide enough, and that will not warp the image. Also, these 4 things here are super bright hyper LED lights. They act as a flashlight for nighttime, or as a camera flash when you're taking, let's say, using it to take digital photos, and you push the camera button. This will flash. On top here, you have your button. It's a little switch here, or a button, and this activates the flashlight. Now it's not working now, and the reason why it's not working now is the unit is powered off. It'll only work when you power the unit on. Now, the cool thing about our unit is that you can adjust the camera according to your height. So if you're a tall officer, you could actually rotate the camera 15 degrees down like that, and that way it's aiming down. Or if you want to wear the Wolfcom Vision on your belt, you could actually aim it up. Now you could also turn it all the way around to here if you want to, let's say, wear it on your shoulder epaulet, or use it as car DVR dash cam. But what's cool is that we also made it so that you could rotate it up another 15 degrees high. And the reason why we did that is because, let's say you want to record someone during an interview in an interview room, and he's sitting across from you at a table. Well, you don't have to put your camera like this to record him, because then any vibration will cause the unit to fall down. You could actually lay down on a table in front of him And because the lens is pointing up, you're going to be able to record his entire body and not half of the table. Doing like that, you're going to record half the table. So that's why we designed it to go 15 degrees up like that. Okay, so let's push that down. Okay, don't worry about the sticker. If your unit comes with a sticker, you can go ahead and remove it. And that's just the serial number when we sell it. So you can go ahead and peel it and take it off. This here is a button. It actually works, and it has a couple of functions. One, the button is used to take photos, or if you're using pre-record, if you have your camera on pre-record mode, or you have the pre-record version, this will be used to activate the recording. The reason why it's shaped like a V is V stands for vision, and the reason why we call the Wolfcom, this the Wolfcom vision, is because it's our vision for how body cameras should be like in the future. Over here you have your record button, I'm sorry, this record light, and we call this the PAL light. PAL, P-A-L, stands for Public Awareness Light, and basically its purpose is to alert the public that they're being recorded. That way we can promote good behavior. Now there are some officers who don't like a flashing red light because they don't want a target on their body at nighttime. So you could actually configure it and program it so that this light either flashes when it's recording, stays steady on when it's recording, or never come on at all when it's recording. Okay. On this side here, you have two switches. And the explanation for the switches are actually right here on the back. This is called the OTR switch. Now, OTR stands for one touch record. OTR stands for one touch record. And to begin recording, you press down, and the unit will power on, vibrate, and it will begin recording audio and video. And if you can see here, the PAL light, or the public awareness light indicator is on. And then to turn it off, you can push up and unit will power off. Now, there are two ways to confirm that your unit is recording. So let's say, for example, you might step out of your vehicle in a stressful situation, activated your camera, and then 10 steps later, you can't remember if you activated it or not. Well, there are two ways to confirm whether or not your body camera is recording. One is, let's go ahead and press down. One is because it's a switch, you can physically confirm that it's recording by feeling that the switch is down, so you know it's recording. But we also put a red light status indicator that you can see at nighttime only. And if you look down, if you're wearing this on your chest and you look down, you can see that the red light is on, which means that it's recording. Yet, the public cannot see this light, only you. And the reason why we made it solid on instead of flashing is because we didn't want you to glance at it at the moment it's flashing off. So steady on means it's recording. And that's how, those are the two ways you can confirm that you're recording. One, by looking down at the status light, or two, by physically feeling your switches down. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Now the other switch here is switches between normal mode, video out, or car mode. And that will explain in another tutorial. Over here on this side, you have another set of switches, and this switches between video camera mode, photo mode, or audio mode. So basically, this unit is a 3-in-1 unit. It's a video camera, it's a digital camera, and it's a voice recorder. Now, depending on how many gigabytes you got, if you got 32 gigabytes or if you got 64, you're going to be able to take a lot of video, a lot of photos, and record a lot of audio. Now over here, this is your audio video input, your jack input. This is where you're going to plug external cameras such as your point of view camera, a headset camera, night vision camera, or covert camera, or any type of camera that we have. And you're going to plug this in here. And once you plug this in there, this camera is deactivated, and now your external camera is now activated. And we'll cover those in other tutorials. Let's look at the bottom of the unit. On the bottom of the unit, you have your reset buttonhole, and basically you need this because this body camera is basically a computer, and if you press the switches up and down, or in the wrong configuration, or too fast, or if the unit overheats, it will freeze. And so this will allow you to reset this button. So basically what you do is if your unit is frozen, you would take a pin and just press it and you'll feel the click, and then it's reset and your unit should work as normal. Over here, your microphones, you actually have two microphones here. This is the first body camera in the world to have two microphones. So we have one microphone right here in the bottom and another one right here. Okay, so two microphones. And you want to make sure that if you need to reset your unit, put the pin in here and not in a microphone hole. Now this is the USB port. This is where you're going to plug in other modules such as a GPS module or extended battery packs. You're going to use it to charge your unit, and also you're going to use it to transfer files you're going to connect to your computer. Now this is important. This is probably the weakest link of the whole body camera. And the reason why is because, you know, some people, they use aftermarket USB cables thinking that they all work. Well, they don't. You have to use our cables. Our cables are custom made to fit. And even though it looks like they fit and it may fit, you're actually damaging the inside of the unit right here, the inside piece, if you are using aftermarket cables. So you want to make sure that you use the Wolfcom Vision cables that came with the box only. Otherwise, your warranty is void. One thing I like to add though is when inserting the cables and when removing the cables, you want to plug it in straight and unplug it straight out. You know, some people are there in a hurry, they're impatient, and so when they yank a cable out, they yank it sideways. And when you yank it sideways, you actually damage the inside here. So you want to make sure that you plug it in straight, pull it out straight. And that concludes the introduction of the Wolfcom Vision. For more, please watch the next video.